Hi, we're back. All right, so exciting. So recessed lighting in a soffit. In the last video process, we discussed how at My Home Electrician, we believe that success is a symptom of good relationships. Super critical fundamental aspect, deeply ingrained as part of our business culture. We won't get derailed on that quite yet. We'll save that for another video for derailing and chasing rabbits and all that stuff, all the trails. So on this house, we opted to do recessed lighting in the exterior soffit of our client's home because they had a few dilemmas that they were trying to tackle that we had to be careful with solutions wise. And this solution that we came up with was one that they liked the best. So what is it? Why? What would drive this? So brief preface, my background is about 6.5 years of architecture, design school, everything else. Rebelled against that, joined the military for 15 years. So design school helped me have great conceptual, creative, problem-solving ability, and the military taught me how to simplify and how to consolidate information into the lowest common denominator and leave a finished result that is concise. So soffit lighting does that for this client, specifically because they have flower beds that don't have borders. The landscapers, don't know who they are, continue to destroy all of the existing low voltage lighting they had. Low voltage lighting, great product. We do that for several of our clients. But for this particular client, they are frustrated with that. They also have squirrels, and they're really not sure who is to blame, whether it's the squirrels, the landscapers, a bit of both. Maybe they're tag team in the house and just destroying everything. Who knows? So what we wanted to do was get everything up off the ground, but provide a cool lighting effect. Another fun catch. The city that we're doing this in is a dark sky or zero light pollution city, which means you cannot have any light fixtures that point up into the night sky. They like it that way. They have their reasons for it. So out of respect for that, we got to do it. So what we ended up doing was saying, hey, look, we can do indirect lighting that faces down, soffit it up in there, cut out a hole through their soffit board very carefully. So one time go. You cannot make a mistake or you will be replacing an entire 20-foot long trim board to make it match. We don't do that. So we get it right the first time. So we get this magical hole cut in the soffit. We interconnect all the wiring between all the holes up to the attic, which was very exciting on this project. Very tight space, not a lot of fun, still drying off as we speak. And at that point, get all of our lights, put it together, get all of them put in the soffit. Great lighting solution. Pat on the back, you did great, right? No. Not yet. Controls. How do they want to control it? So light switch was not going to work. Who wants to mess with a light switch on their exterior lighting? You show up from work late, it's already dark. What are you going to do? Go inside through the dark to turn the light on to know where you already walked? Doesn't really work. Also, you don't want to put it on a photocell in this situation. This client, photocells are great, switches are great. This is client specific. For this client, they come back home after hours a lot. So it needs to be something that they can turn on and off. It's already on when they get home. So you think, okay, photocell, magical device that can tell when the sun's down and when it's coming back up. So it turns on when the sun goes down, turns off when the sun comes up. That doesn't work for this client. He doesn't want to have his lights on 24/7, having to replace them more frequently or anything like that. He also wants to be able to have control over it and be able to turn them on and off manually if he wants to. Doesn't work very well with the photocell. So what we did is we replaced an existing light switch in his house that was not being used as a dead switch that doesn't do anything. And we used that spot and put in a timer switch, a cool fancy replacement for a conventional Decora or decorator style light switch. It's those square ones, not the itty bitty toggles, square. And it takes up the same space. It's got a little tiny LED screen on it. You can program it. We programmed it for them. And so now every single day, it tracks daylight saving time and the current time, and it is going to turn on every single day at dusk, and it will turn off at 1 a.m. And so he gets everything he wants, and then guess what? He can touch the face of the timer switch, and it turns it on. So all in all, client is super pumped, super happy, and we came up with a simple design solution that wasn't going to cost $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for these overly designed exterior lighting solutions that just don't work for him. Really cool. I love doing those. They can be super dramatic. We do all kinds of stuff. But in this case, with this client, that's not what we were looking for. So that's our process to get the work done. But the job's still not over, is it? Nope. You have to clean up, or rather, I have to clean up, or have my guys clean up. So we go through with a fine-tooth comb. We ask the client if they have any special products that they use on their wood floor, that they use on their tile, anything like that. And at that point, we get everything swept up, mopped up, and cleaned up like we were never there. So yeah, that's the goal every single time. Even when clients say, oh no, don't worry about it, I got it, we still clean up. It's part of the gig. But yeah, which brings me to an interesting quote that we have, and that is that the best remodel doesn't look like a remodel. It should look like it blends in, like it fits, like it belongs there. So that was our goal here. So nighttime shots to follow on this from this client. I'm trying to think. Let's see if he can give me some cool angles. Super cool dude. But yeah, anyway, that's a wrap on this job. We're going to get out of this summer heat, and we are going to get after the next miracle. So until then, more videos, more questions, commentary. See how you guys do it, what your guys' processes look like. This is James with My Home Electrician, where success is a symptom of good relationships. Have a wonderful day.